Hey everyone, I wanted to get a quick video out there. Just got back from vacation, but I did just see the news release from Tenet. They're going to be reporting the financial results for the end of the first quarter on May 30th, like they said, end of the month. And then we're going to get a webinar 8 a.m. Eastern time on the 31st, the next morning, so Tuesday. Just want to put some quick thoughts out there of what we're looking for because there's a few things that I'm not looking for in these uh, earnings results, and I'll start with that as revenues. I know there's a lot of focus out there on that top line revenue number, and it's got to be a certain amount in order to hit their guidance for the year. Blah blah blah. I just don't see that as a big factor in this Q1. I think what's most important for the company coming up is actually going to be what we get to see in their margins and how they're expanding into the other pillars of business. I think that's going to be much more important. Any updates on Cubelor? That's going to be good to see, and how the uplisting is going. Right, capital market strategy is huge for them to get those growth, and I think that's has a much larger impact than any numbers we're going to see. Whether they hit 30, 40, 25 million, at the end of the day, that's such a small factor for the kind of numbers that Tenet wants to hit this year that I think anything 30 plus is good and I'm going to be happy with. If it's below 30, I might be a little bit, dissatisfied. But overall, as long as I see margins and EBITDA getting better, then I'm at the end of the day going to be much, much happier. Um, Also, any changes to their guidance. So, last earnings call, they basically put a hold on the guidance they initiated. New earnings, you never know. They might come out and say, hey, macroeconomic issues, we're revising our guidance downwards, or hey, guys, things are going through, and they might do another reiteration on guidance. And, that's kind of all up in the air, I think, at this point. China did just say that as of June, they're removing their zero COVID uh, policy for lockdowns. So that's going to have probably good momentum for the rest of the year, which is where it's really matters anyways. The first quarter really for those top line numbers doesn't have as much of an impact, but Q2, Q3, Q4, like those numbers need to be huge in order to get to where they really need to be, because 5-10 million is not going to make a difference here at the beginning of the year. What's going to make a difference is 50 million at the end of the year. That's how they're going to get those numbers, right? Start like Q2 like 90 million, 100 million, Q3 getting around the same amount, and Q4 getting around the same amount. Like that's how they're going to hit these guidance numbers that they put out, not anything else. Another cool thing that I saw in the press release is that we're going to have someone new on the call. So the webinar will be hosted by Raji Wahidy, VP of Operations. He joined Tenet on the Cubelor side here in Canada. He's actually, I watched a few YouTube videos of what he joined because he was with another company before. So there's some stuff you can watch on him. He's a pretty good talker. So it will be good to see another new face and get some more insights. He's hosting it. It's always exciting to hear what other people have to say about the company, especially like inside the business. So I'm really excited for that. Yeah, uplisting. Maybe we'll get some great nuggets. TSX, they're not allowed to talk about it till it's basically done, but you never know. They like to give hints. And NASDAQ, as we know, they've resubmitted their Form 40F updates. So maybe they're going to be willing to say something around that. Maybe not. I don't know, but I'm excited anyways. And then lastly, another thing is just how they're going to be changing up their presentation. There's been some talk about, in the community, some people aren't really happy with the way the earnings went last time and changing it up. I find it kind of funny, kind of interesting, because other companies they go with a much more scripted, much more planned earnings. And then you got people that are following those companies and they're not happy because it's so scripted. So, you can't make everybody happy, but at the end of the day, I think it's going to be a little more polished. And I think that's what really matters. Whether or not it's off the cuff or, they got their answers pre-scripted, pre-ready. I just want good answers. I don't care if they're off the cuff or pre-scripted. As long as, it's a little more polished than last time, then great, right? A little more polish every quarter. It's going to get them to where they want to be as far as these earning releases go. So I'm super excited to put a video out when those come out. Maybe do a reactionary video or something like that. But yeah, that's all I really wanted to say. Things I'm looking forward to with the Q1. And, let's see. The macroeconomic has changed a lot. There's a lot of big money leaving the market. Things are even lower than they were last time. The share price has recovered a little bit after that. I think we dropped down below $2, and now we're back around 3 Canadian, so that's good. But yeah, I mean, they got to get money if they want to continue to grow quickly. And rising interest rates, big money leaving the markets. I'm just hoping that they maybe be able to give us an update as well on how's that going on the capital market side, and if they have any big people waiting on the sidelines, or if they're doing any private placements coming up or anything like that. So anyways, guys, thanks a lot for listening, and I'll get a video out as soon as Q1's over. Plus I want to do another video basically just breaking down tenant valuations. There was I think a analyst report that came out while I was on vacation, so go through that, look at how they're valuing the company versus some DCF models and that kind of stuff. So some exciting stuff I want to talk to everybody about, and talk to you later.